This video is sponsored by Saramonic. Today we're taking a look at a wireless microphone system that honestly surprised me. It's called the Saramonic Ultra, and for $100 less than the DJI Mic 2, you get a wireless mic system that combines 32-bit float, onboard recording, built-in timecode, IPX5 water resistance, and very high SPL volume tolerance in one package. In this video, I want to show you what it can actually do with some real-world tests, what makes it different, and whether it deserves a spot in your kit over something like the DJI Mic 2. I'm also recording this video with the Saramonic Ultra with the mic unprocessed so you can hear the raw audio and judge it for yourself. There are also timestamps below if you want to skip ahead or jump to a specific section. So let's quickly look at what you get inside the box. So you get a charging case, one receiver, two transmitter, lightning and USB-C adapters for mobile and other devices, two windshields, two lavalier mics, and an antenna, a 3.5mm audio cable, a USB-C to USB-C cable, and a carrying pouch. The Saramonic Ultra has a premium design and a very solid build. It features black leather texture that looks and feels high quality. At the top of the charging case, you have an indicator light that shows the charging status of the mic. On the back, you get a USB-C port for charging the entire setup. Similar to the DJI Mic 2, the receiver and the transmitter snap in magnetically and charge automatically, which is very convenient. Both the transmitter and the receiver offer up to 6-hour runtime on a single charge, and you can recharge them inside the case to extend the total operating time. The transmitter is built intuitively with simple buttons. On the front, you have an indicator light that turns solid blue when it's connected to the receiver. On the side, there is a noise canceling button and a button for internal recording. There is a USB-C port for charging it individually or for offloading internal recordings to your computer. It also includes a clip and magnet for flexible mounting, plus a 3.5mm jack for connecting a lavalier. The windshields are easy to attach and stay secure in place. The receiver is also straightforward. It has a bright 1.1-inch touch display and a control wheel for easy navigation. What's great is that you can enable mute, noise reduction, and internal recording directly from the receiver without needing to use the buttons on the transmitter. On the side, there is a port for attaching the antenna. On the back, you have the mount for the lightning or USB-C adapter, so you can use it with your phone. It attaches easily, you just turn it and it locks into place. Saramonic also sells the multi-interface hot shoe, which lets you connect the receiver without using any cables, which is very convenient and works with Sony cameras. DJI offers the same type of accessory for the Mic 2. It also has a USB-C port for charging it individually and a 3.5mm jack for connecting the included audio cable to your camera. One thing that immediately puts the Saramonic Ultra in a higher class is the 32-bit float onboard recording. The transmitter has 8GB of internal storage, which lets you record in true 32-bit float for up to 10 hours. You will know when internal recording is active because a solid red light appears at the top right corner. As you can see right now, I'm recording internally using the 32-bit float as well as on the camera. If you've ever clipped audio because someone laughed, shouted, or you walked through a loud environment, you know how frustrating that can be. And with 32-bit float, that problem basically disappears because you can recover the audio in post and adjust the levels without damaging the quality. And to be clear, it does not record 32-bit float to your camera directly. It records internally on the transmitter, so you will need to extract that file and sync it with your footage in post. Another feature that makes the Ultra truly unique is the built-in timecode, which the DJI Mic 2 does not have. Timecode is basically a timestamp that keeps your audio and videos perfectly in sync. If you shoot with multiple cameras or you ever had to sync footage manually, timecode gives you frame accurate alignment between audio and video, which means no clapping, no lining up waveforms in your editor, and no drifting during long recordings. Saramonic also has an easy to follow tutorial that explains how you can use timecode to sync it with different cameras so you can line everything up quickly and accurately. Another spec that impresses me is the Ultra's ability to handle up to 130 dB SPL. The DJI Mic handles 120 dB SPLs. To put this into perspective, loud concerts, motorsport, and industrial machinery often reach between 110 and 130 dB. Most small wireless mic clip long before that. Combined with 32-bit float recording, it becomes extremely difficult to overload this mic, which is ideal if you film in very loud environments. Now, of course, the biggest benefit of using a wireless mic is having a cable-free setup and the ability to stand far away from the camera while still capturing clean audio. And the Ultra has a base range of 250 meters, the same as the DJI Mic 2. Now, the advantage of the Saramonic Ultra is that you can attach the external antenna to boost the range up to 300 meters in open environments. Now we're going to do a range test, and we're going to start with the Saramonic Ultra. Now, I probably won't be able to go as far as 300 meters. Now I'm around 50 meters away from the camera, and you should still be able to hear me. Now I'm going to turn my back, and hopefully there is still a signal, and face the camera again. And now I'm around 100 meters away from the camera. Hopefully you can still see me. It's quite foggy, but I can still see the camera over there. Now I'm going to turn back. Now I'm going to face the camera again. Let's now test the range on the DJI Mic 2. So now I'm around 50 meters away from the camera, and you should still be able to hear me. I'm now going to turn my back, so hopefully there is no signal loss. And I'm going to face the camera again. So I'm around 100 meters away from the camera. Hopefully you can still hear me. And now I'm going to turn my back so it's out of camera again. While doing the range test at around 100 meters, when turning my back towards the camera, both of the mics did lose signal. So it is important to have the transmitter in line of sight in order to get the best connection. Now, one feature I haven't seen on other wireless mic is the IPX5 water resistant on the Saramonic Ultra transmitter. And this means the Ultra can handle rain, sweat, and splashes, which are the kinds of conditions creators often deal with when filming outdoors. So if you're filming on rainy days like right now, you can see it's raining quite a bit. You'll be glad that you've got the Saramonic Ultra, as you don't have to worry about it getting water damage. It's not waterproof, so you should not swim with it, but it's definitely a great feature to have. Now, for run and gun shooting, this mic also includes noise canceling. If you are recording in a loud environment, you can turn it on by pressing the NC button on the side to reduce background noise and make your voice more present. You can also tell when noise canceling is active because the LED changes from blue to green. Let's now test the noise canceling feature. Right now I'm using the Saramonic Ultra, and this is how it sounds like. I'm standing on a bridge with lots of cars passing by. So let's now enable the noise canceling by pressing the button. And now noise cancellation is activated, and this is how it sounds like. Let me now disable it again so that you can hear the difference. And now I have it disabled, and this is how it sounds like. And now I'm using the DJI Mic 2, and this is how it sounds like without the noise cancelling feature enabled. And when I press the button, now noise cancelling is enabled, and this is how it sounds like. I'm now going to disable it so that you can hear the difference. And now it's disabled, and this is how it sounds like. For social media content like Instagram, you can definitely use the built-in noise canceling. It works well and gets the job done. For my own workflow, I prefer to apply noise reduction in post because it gives me more control and I usually get better results. By connecting the receiver to your phone, you can also access all the settings via the Saramonic app. You can change things like output gain, set the time code, and much more. The Saramonic Ultra also features auto gain, which is great for beginners or anyone who wants a simple plug-and-play setup without thinking about audio levels. Audio gain automatically adjusts the recording volume in real time. So if your voice gets louder, it reduces the gain to avoid distortion. If you speak more quietly, it increases the gain so the audio stays clear and consistent. The goal is to keep everything balanced without requiring any manual adjustments. The Saramonic Ultra also includes a windshield, which is useful for outdoor shooting in windy conditions. Let's now do a wind noise test. I have my fan right over here, and we're going to start off without the windshield and then put on the windshield so that you can hear the difference. Now you're listening to the Saramonic Ultra without the windshield, and now you're listening to the DJI Mic 2 without the windshield. Now you're listening to the Saramonic Ultra with the windshield, And now you're listening to the DJI Mic 2 with the Windshield. Such a nice breeze over my hair. Such a nice breeze over my beautiful hair. With the Saramonic Ultra, you can attach a lavalier for more discreet and hidden setups, for example, when doing interviews. The Saramonic lavalier uses a fixed clip, while the DJI Mic 2 lavalier can rotate 360 degrees, which gives you more flexibility when aligning them. So let's now test the lav mics. Right now I'm using the Saramonic Ultra with their lav mic, and this is how it sounds like. Now usually you wouldn't wear it like this. This is just for test purposes. This way you can hear the difference. So this is how it sounds like. And now we're testing the DJI Mic 2 with DJI's lav mic connected, and this is how it sounds like. Let me know if you can hear any difference. Here's another test, just holding the lav closer to my mouth, and this is how it sounds like. And now I have the lav mic close to my mouth, and this is how it sounds like. Let me know if you can hear any difference. In terms of price, the Saramonic Ultra comes in at $299. Without the lavaliers, it's priced at $269. For the price, you get a lot of value with strong audio quality and a rich set of features, especially 32-bit float internal recording and timecode, which can be a real game changer. The DJI Mic 2 is more expensive. It starts at $269, but that does not include the 2 lavaliers. If you add 2 lavaliers, you end up at $367. The DJI Mic 2 also delivers great audio quality. Its biggest strength is how well it integrates with other DJI products like the Osmo Pocket 3 and the Osmo Action cameras, which you can pair directly without a receiver. Now I would like to know what you think about the Saramonic Ultra and what your experience has been if you have used one. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment below. As always, thank you so much for watching. Take care and see you in the next one.